I'll just click. Hello again.
Hi again.
Okay. What was I saying before about, the wrinkled skin, wasn't it? I just wanted to clarify that was for me. And if it works otherwise for other people, then that's their journey. But for me, it went wrinkly, and then it went back to, then it went gradually falling off after that. But it went very fast at the beginning. And of course, you get the little wrinkles, but that's when you have to be doing the brushing, the massaging, the creaming. And I was doing lots of stretching, especially for these underarms. You do these sort of twists and stretches and putting your arms up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, really stretching those things, those little arm things out. I suppose what Jeremy did, I remember him suggesting, is doing the weights, or the, what do they call those, elastic, no, resistance.
Oh yeah, stretchy ones.
Yeah, I haven't done that yet, but I do quite a lot of I'm sort of moving around all day, lifting and carrying and doing things anyway. So I thought, well, I do enough of that. And so I used to do a lot of yoga, but I kind of had to give that up because of my knee and everything. So I wasn't able to do it all through all the lockdowns. People were doing it via Zoom and everything, and I couldn't. I just got to a stage I couldn't do any. I had to just sit there through most of it, just do the bits when they were doing the upper body. Mm-hmm. So I used to just do what I could at home myself, because I knew what to do. So I need to get back into doing yoga, because those yoga stretches really help to keeps all the joints going, keeps you able to keep your arms up in the air, do all the movements. And you have to just do what you can. If you're lying prostrate and you can't do anything but move your toe, If you can only move your finger, move your finger. I had arthritis in my hands, and I thought, no way am I going to have arthritis in my hands. So I spent ages just doing exercises with my hands until it went away. I just thought, if you keep moving, it's not going to be able to set in there, is it? So I just didn't let it. I thought, I'm not going to let it. My father was an artist, a writer, a painter, and he was crippled like that. So he couldn't move his hands beyond that. He was stuck like that for the latter years of his life. And I thought, I don't want to end up like that, so I'm not going to let that happen, So I think movement, that's why walking is very important to me. Cycling, I got back on my bike as soon as I could. I got right back on my bike, I actually posted pictures of me out on my bike, and I went 3 days in a row, and then I started getting cramps because, of course, I wasn't used to it anymore. Mm-hmm. And I had to spend ages massaging magnesium oil into me, and well, I had to give myself a rest for a day.
Yeah, and you might have said, thank you, pain, because by giving me this pain, now I'm reminded to give myself more.
Yes, you're right. I need to say thank you more often, actually.
Well, all of us. I mean, well, I do. I think I remember when you posted a post about you were on your bicycle for the first time, and what was it?
2.5 years. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Because I used to cycle everywhere, so I was on the verge of getting rid of my bike back in March. I was thinking, I need to get rid of things. Okay, bike has to go. I'm not riding it, And then I joined this group, and it was like, I think I'll keep it a bit longer. And just like that, I gave away a load of size 12 clothes. I'm nearly down to size 12 again.
Okay.
I'm going down from 14 to 12 now.
Yeah, so
just
obviously this is for the UK and Irish people. We know what size 12 and size 14 is. I don't know what it converts into for American sizes or Australian sizes. But
for European is 42. I can't remember. I used to live in Canada. I can't remember what it is there, but I think it's slightly different in the US and Canada. I used to live over there, but I can't remember.
You dropped at least one size. That's brilliant, isn't it?
I think it's 40. Is it 42? It's 38 actually, size 12. I think it's 38 because I went from 30. Yeah, I think it's 38. To be honest, I mean, I used to live in Europe, so I should know. I've lived in England too long.
And tell me, Tell me, what part of Europe did you live in?
In Portugal, and I grew up there.
Oh
and my parents aren't Portuguese; they're English. But they moved there from Africa when I was only little, when I was 3 or 4. And I also lived for 2 years in Italy, for 2 years in Germany, and I spent 5 years in France. So I speak a few languages.
Oh my God, so do I. I love the way you pronounce the word years. It's like years, years.
Yes.
Oh,
Years.
oh, I just.
What, years.
No, year.
Year. Year.
Yeah, I love.
I know. I had so many influences on people. Used to quite often come up to me and say, "I can't place your accent. Are you from South Africa?" And I go, "No, I just don't have a." I just say to them, "I don't have a regional English accent. I have somebody who's been living abroad most of her life kind of English accent." It's a bit of a mixture because I've taken on different ways of pronouncing things in different parts of the world,
Yeah.
And also I grew up in a hotel where we used to get in Portugal, and we used to get foreigners come all through the summer. We get influenced by Americans, people from here, people from there, Irish, and it all influences how you speak,
Absolutely.
Especially if you're growing up through that and hearing all these different accents around you,
So I just want to, because we're talking about languages, I can hear cat language right now. I just want to show the audience and
what
you.
language?
My cat, well, it's not my cat, it's a visiting cat. This cat comes and visits me once in a while.
Yeah.
And it's very giving and loving. It just comes in and falls asleep. So.
Oh, hello. Hello.
The minute I said that, he stopped. I don't know, was it a she or he? But
must be very comfortable around you. To be able to just fall asleep like that.
So yeah? She fell asleep. And when I mentioned the cat, it's because I could hear the snoring really loud. And the minute I said to you that about that, he stopped or she stopped snoring. So anyway,
they understand. Animals understand us?
Absolutely, I know. And tell me, do you speak German?
Yes, I do, yeah.
Oh mein Gott, sprechen Sie ein bisschen Deutsch mit mir? Sprichst du ein
bisschen Deutsch? Wir sind vom Schwabenland. I can speak Schwäbisch as well if you want. But I can't remember how to do it. When I was learning German, I was au pairing over there, and I was learning Hochdeutsch.
Yeah.
At the time as learning Schwäbisch through all my friends who was in Baden-Württemberg. So
tell me the name of the town. Give me one of the famous towns in Baden-Württemberg, because I forget. Where's Schwäbisch spoken?
Stuttgart. Stuttgart.
Stuttgart. Yeah.
Stuttgart.
So
and I was on one of the satellite towns around. There's lots of these satellite towns around it. And then each town has got little satellite villages around them. So I was in one of the satellite villages of one of the satellite towns.
Wow.
And the people I was being an au pair for, they spoke Hochdeutsch, and I was learning German. They sent me to evening school. I went to evening classes once a week to learn the German, and then my friends who I got to know all spoke Schwäbisch. So I was learning Schwäbisch at the same. I was learning like the local accent as well as the proper German.
Yeah, it's like two different. It is.
It's like two different languages, actually.
It is very much so like two different languages. And you said you
it's doch nicht. Das ist, es ist nicht.
Ja.
Es ist doch nicht.
Doch nicht.
Es ist doch nicht.
Oh, I love
one phrase I can remember, but yeah.
You said,
at least I can understand it. You speak German. How come you speak it?
I studied it at university, and then I lived in Germany for 2 years, in a variety of different places. Like, oh no, you lived in one place. I lived in Munich, so like that's real Bavarian accent. And then I lived in Hildesheim in the north.
I did go. I have friends in Bavaria, so yeah. I used to visit them. Yeah.
So you lived also in Portugal, yeah?
I grew up in Portugal, so I went to Portuguese school and everything. That was back in the 60s and 70s. I'm giving my age away.
Yeah.
But you know, 60s and 70s, I went to school. I grew up there.
And do you speak Portuguese?
That was before tourism. We were there before tourism. So my mother's lived there in Portugal. Can you believe it? For 60 years this year. This year is exactly 60 years she's lived in Portugal. So she's a very well known there. So in the Algarve, yeah.
So she's still there.
She's still there. She's 104. She's still going through all of this. She's still going. She won't give up. She's very strong and very healthy.
And did you speak Portuguese or English with her as a child?
Oh no, she's English.
Yeah,
she's English.
Okay.
Yeah, so we speak English. She's very English. Yeah.
And did you learn Portuguese?
Yeah, I went to Portuguese schools and we spoke Portuguese. Yeah. What can I say? What can I say in Portuguese? Vocês devem ir a Portugal. É muito bonito. You all should go to Portugal. It's very beautiful.
Say it again. I don't care what you're saying. Just say the same thing again. Say it again.
Vocês têm que ir a Portugal porque é muito bonito.
Oh, I love the sound of the L. It's so weird. It's R or something, isn't it?
Which one?
Portugal.
Portugal. Yeah, Portugal.
That's great.
Which is it means the gal bit it's referring to the galo, which is the cockerel, which is the emblem of Portugal.
Oh.
So, yeah. Portugal. Port of the cockerel. You know,
of the cockerel.
The cockerel. It's like you see them everywhere in little porcelain ones, you know.
Do you?
In Portugal.
Do you?
You know, there's people, tourists bring them back, little cockerels. I've got some. Hang on, have I got them over there? No, put them away. Let me just see if I've got them. Hang on. Have I got them here? Where have I got them? No. Oh, I used to have them just out decorating my place.
I can't even think what they're.
I don't know where they are. They're little cockerels, and they've got a little crest going over, and then they're all decorated.
Oh, right, I get you now. So
it's the emblem of Portugal, the cockerel.
Right, and all the tourists buy one because it's the thing.
Well, you can buy them. You know, they sell them everywhere. For tourists.
Yeah, it's like
when Gal, Portugal, the Gal is actually referring to Galu, which means cockerel in Portuguese.
It's like when the Americans come to Ireland, they have to buy a leprechaun or something.
Yeah. But it's in the name Portugal.
Yeah. So it's a little bit less than buying a But anyway, okay. Well, I'm fascinated. That's brilliant. My God.
But it's funny how life comes around and goes around.
And
I mean, the fact that I never thought I would be doing this protocol. When I heard Mark doing that interview, like I said before, I think it was, I don't know, late last year, and I first listened to it, fascinated. Then I heard other people talking about it, various people I listened to on YouTube talking about it. I don't know, maybe, And I thought it started to like move the cogs of my mind, because I thought, well, yes, I've always liked meat. When my kids are always cooking meat, I have to go and leave the room. I had to
because of the smell.
Because of the smell was making my mouth water.
Oh my God! I thought you were going to say the opposite. I thought you were going to.
No, I had to go because it made me hungry. Them cooking meat, so of course to me that made me think. Maybe that's what it's making my mouth water, because I should be eating it, So I'm good at putting two and two together. So it's like, oh yeah, ding ding, Another ding.
Yeah, fantastic. Oh wow. And also when you saw Mark talking about it, I bet you the fact that he and Jeremy were going to do daily diaries, that might have.
Well, I haven't actually listened to all of the daily diaries. Funny enough.
Yeah, but it doesn't even matter.
To do things my own way. If I read a recipe, I'll just do things my own way. So I listen to. I haven't asked any questions because most of my questions have been answered in the chat or whatever.
Valerie, you better not say that out loud because Jeremy and Mark might hear it. I'm only joking.
Oh, sorry, Jeremy. I am going to. I plan to in the next 90 days because I've joined again. I plan to stay here for a bit.
Oh, we're in. I'm in for life.
So you know, I've got a bit of catching up, but that doesn't matter. You know, I just.
Oh, like you said, like you said earlier, it's like the way you do your life, the way you talk to your children. You say to your children, just take it nice and slowly, do it at your own pace. So this is it. It's not a race. I can't remember the quote either that Jeremy repeats sometimes.
Yeah.
But I know the one you're talking about. It's not a race.
Right.
A good quote.
No, it's not a race. It's not a race. It's not who does what first or if they do it or not. It's whether you feel comfortable doing it. Like I like what Jeremy says about that, about the fact that you've got to feel whether it feels good to you, whether it makes a difference to your body, to your life, it's not to do with what other people are doing because it's your story, it's your journey. So you're going to do it. And stay positive. That's another little thing I wanted to say. Just try and stay positive all the time. And I love it that, like one of Mark's things is keep the sense of humor. You've got to have a sense of humor, and just laugh your way through everything because it's what's going to get you through, Try and make light, not make light as in make trivialize anything, but try and keep a light sense of humor because don't take things too seriously. And I think that's what this protocol is showing anyway. Everyone's light and buoyant and keeping each other going, and that's what I like about the group. We're all keeping each other going, aren't we?
Yeah.
And that's really good.
For the group.
Love you all.
It's been a beautiful conversation, Valerie, and I'm so grateful to you for just spontaneously saying yes, and thank you for will you sing the wee song, please, before we go? Oh, and I want to show you a photograph. Let me show you a photograph first.
Sorry?
I'm going to show the photograph to everybody first.
Have you got a screenshot at all of the lyrics that the lady, Yolande, what's her name again? That she posted, the one that you had a picnic with.
Yancy.
Have you able to find the screenshot of what she posted? Maybe you could find it back in the chat somewhere.
Yeah, I will. But
and then she actually had it alongside with some music.
I know.
Yeah,
it was beautiful. If
you Google it, or if you YouTube search it, it'll come up with all these little people doing children's dances,
It's you we want. We don't want to.
In the group, it's me. Yeah, that's our version of it.
So what is it? Sing it for me.
Hang on. I've got to think of it now. Every little cell in our body is. Let me get going on it. Hang on. Every little cell in our body is happy. Every little cell is happy and well. Every little cell in our body is happy. Every little cell is happy and well. Every little cell, every little cell. Every little cell is happy and well. Every little cell, every little cell, every little cell is happy and well. There you go.
That reminded me of something you said earlier in the conversation about if you only have a pinky that can move, then move your pinky. And if you're bedridden, you can still do that dance. You don't have to jump around.
You can do like with your feet. You can circle your feet and go and cross your feet over. Even if you're doing it really dead slowly, you can do the little crossing. You can do cross your heart. You know, when we used to do cross your heart and hope to die, and then you do it the other way. Just do it the other way, and then I mean, you don't have to. You can do the dance with your arms, you know, whatever. And like I said, you can just do this, touch your ears, opposite ears, and then do it the other way. You know, do you touch your eyelids and the nostril, whatever, you know.
And you know, in the vein of what do you call that guy, the famous guy who visualized his back to health, Joe something Dispenza, or is it
Joe Dispenza? Yeah.
So even
Dr. Joe Dispenza,
Dr. Joe Dispenza. So even if you're like really feeling pain, you can even just imagine that you're doing it, and I bet you it will bring you happiness.
Well, I'll tell you what, when my mum had really bad arthritis, she had arthritis in her knees as well. And I used to be of this, you know, doing this thing that everybody did. Oh, she's got arthritis, therefore I'm going to have it. And therefore I'm going to be just like my mum. And I thought, no. That's when I got rid of my hand one. But I remember my mum, I was the one that got my mum seeing a physiotherapist. And then, because she was shuffling her feet, and she was just all hunched up. I said, Mummy, stand up straight, pick your feet up, put your one step forward. I got her moving again. And then one day she was saying, I can't do this exercise, I can't make my foot go out. And I said, wait, imagine your foot going out and then do it. And I didn't realize back then, this was quite some years ago, I didn't realize that's what sports people do. They first imagine the move, and then they do it, and then you find they can do it. Then they find that it's easier to do it. That's how they manage to excel, by imagining the movement first and then do the movement afterwards. And I was telling that to my mum before I even knew that. Yeah. So because I just wanted to help her. That's the only reason, because you know you want to help your mum, don't you? So yeah. And I think that's, and once I said it to her, I thought I turned it around and applied it to myself. So you know, you can do it. If she can do it, you can do it. Because my mum's saying is, if anything you can do, I can do better, you know. I can do anything better than you.
And I remember that song as a child. I'd sing it as a comedy act, just to mess with my sister, you know. And she would sing it back to me, and she would say, "No," she would say,
"No, you can't." Yes, I can. No, you can't. And then
you can do. I can do. What? How does it go? Anything you
you can do. I can do anything
better than you.
And then you can turn it around and say, "You can do anything better than me." Or,
yeah.
You know, I don't know. It's one of her sayings. She had lots of little sayings like that, like "Where there's a will, there's a way," and what's the other one I loved of her saying, which is that they can only say no. If you say you're too scared to ask them, oh, they might say no. Well, they can only say no. They can't do anything else, you know.
Oh yeah, but God, if we could just get that planted into our minds.
My mom's had a lot of lovely sayings like that. Yeah.
Oh my God! But how many times have I not done things because you're thinking, what will they say?
What will they say? What will they do?
But this is funny, because that's the advice I would give my son. Just fucking ask, and if they say no, they say no.
And so I also pass those little things on to my kids. So, and she also she's passed on things her mother said to her to me, and I've passed them on to my kids as well, which is a fabulous. This generational thing is so important. That's why families need to stay together, you know. Because they can't do anything to us if we stick together, you know, like that, and continue our wisdoms, pass our wisdoms down from generation to generation. Because if you don't, you know, you're depriving your kids of something they could, you know, really do with, you know, that advice. Because it's done them well, our generations before us, hasn't it? It's going to do them well as well. It's nothing to do with it being old-fashioned or anything like that. It's just time doesn't matter how many times it's been done in the past, doesn't matter. It's gonna, if it works, just do it, you know.
I just had an idea there when you were talking, because you look so lovely and animated. I'm looking at your the before picture, and I'm looking at you talking.
Oh, you're looking at my two pictures, right?
Yeah, may I take a photograph of you from the screen? It's just beautiful.
Right.
Yeah, but just, yeah, perfect. Just like you are. It's gorgeous because I can see the two of you together. That's excellent.
Right, okay. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's great. And I'm gonna, oh, that is beautiful. Oh my God. I swear, you look like it. Oh my God, it's just uncanny.
I had this very jump, look like jump. My jaw went out like that almost before, didn't it? It was like, I don't know, I had all this bagginess here before, and I think
Right.
that's gone.
My
Yeah,
God, yeah. It's amazing.
and yeah, it does. It makes it. There's a little bit left, but you know,
Yeah.
I mean, it's only 90 days. What was it Jeremy said about the 90 days? That's just to get you going with it. It's like, it's really up to a year. That's why I'm continuing, because it's what he said about, you know, you can't expect it all to happen in 90 days, but you're going to be a long way to getting there already. You'll see what you're comfortable with, what you can do, what your body's capable of, and what you're comfortable with doing. I've not done the liver flush yet, because I just haven't had time to do it. You know, it's been too much work going on.
Yeah.
And I've done the boron instead of the borax, and you know, I'm doing things my way, but I will get there eventually. And I've got another, no, is it 9 months to go? 9 months.
Another 20 years to go. Another 25 years. Another 30 years. Another 50 years.
I said to my young man that, well, no, to my friend the other day, I'm not planning to die anytime soon. I'm waiting for my third set of teeth.
Yay, fantastic idea.
When are we supposed to get those? When we're 200 years old, is it? Third set of teeth.
Oh, that's a brilliant.
We're supposed to live much longer than we're living now. So we've got a third set of teeth.
Wow, I never heard that before in my life.
Have we not? I've only heard that recently. But I said I'm waiting for my third set of teeth, because I had 2 taken out recently, so I need my third set to come through now.
I'm going to research that, but first of all,
and I've been very good at manifesting lately, so I'm going to manifest my third set of teeth.
Oh my God!
Maybe it'll come a bit sooner, you know.
Okay.
Rather than possible.
Hold on a second now. Hold on there. I'm going to share the screen so that the lovely people can see you before. So let me see how we do this. Share-io, screenio. Where is the screenio? Share screen option. Advanced sharing options. Multiple participants share one.
Done advanced sharing options before.
Okay, let me see. Is that doing? I pressed the button, but nothing happened. I must have pressed the wrong button. Let's see. Advanced sharing options. Well, host only. Okay, so. Oh, maybe I'm pressing on the wrong thing. Oh, now we have it.
Ah, yeah. I think so. But there we are. That's my before.
There's my before.
That's my before.
And well, now, yeah, but now yourself, your present day self is the after. Look at you, you're glowing.
Oh, thank you, Bree.
Yeah, but it's beautiful. And tell everybody again, what was the feeling in that knee that's bent? Was it like really tight and you couldn't bend it properly?
I just couldn't put pressure on it because it made it hurt, and it hurt, and it I didn't want to make it. It would balloon out if I put any pressure on it, or if I carried any weights or anything like that. So I used to stand like that to take the pressure off that knee, and then of course it made the other knee take the brunt of my weight, which wasn't good for it either. So both knees are. Now, I did have arthritis in the other knee as well, but it made it worse for the other knee and the other foot, of course. And the hips were all out of sync because of standing like that, you know.
Yeah. And you've been able to do, was it you who mentioned today? I don't know, what did you say today about gardening? Have you said today that you were doing?
I was doing some, I was just doing some raking and putting stuff in bags and lugging the bags around. And I thought, well, there you go. I can do that now. And I was carrying big boxes around earlier, so I can do it, but I have to stop myself from doing it too much because I'm not fully there yet, you know. So I have to be aware of what I'm doing.
Yeah, you have to take care. You have to be careful.
You do have to be
So
careful.
what
But I know I can do. I'm gradually building myself up to being able to, you know, not having to say help. I can't do this. You know, somebody come and help me. You know, because I've had to. That back then I had to rely on people to do all the lifting and carrying for me. You know.
Yeah.
Or find a way. You know.
So what I'm trying to do here now is to unshare my screen. So if you just bear with me, please.
Okay.
And the cat, bear with me, cat, please bear with me. And I see also we have 6 minutes left, so we'll start.
Oh, we better wind down, yeah.
The Germans have a beautiful way of saying, well, I'll just say it to you in German. So, wollen wir langsam aufhören?
Yeah, wollen wir, yeah.
Isn't it lovely?
I love that, yeah.
I love it too. And
wollen wir langsam aufhören? Let's just slowly. Aufhören is a lovely word because it's not like the word stop. It's just like we're gonna halt kind of thing. It's like the word halt almost, isn't it?
Yeah, but it also comes from aufhören, which is
aufhören. Yeah, we're aufhören. We're gonna stop listening, I suppose. Yeah,
isn't that fascinating? I never thought of that before. So how do I stop sharing my screen? Oh, there it is. Yeah. Stop. Pause to share.
Did you have the after one?
No, there we are now. I didn't send it to my computer, so it's on my but
people can go on the group and just put my name in, they might come across it.
Yeah, I'll post it in the group when I'm posting this video. Just right now I don't have it. But they can see you're glowing there. You don't need an after photo because you're the living representation of it.
I guess so.
So it was beautiful.
Thank you, Brie. It's lovely talking to you. I've been wanting to see what, you know, it's nice to be able to talk in person with somebody in the group because I've done it with one other person. I think it was Anna Levanti. Had a little chat with her online. I've done it since, but yeah, it was nice to just be face to face with someone, even if it's on the screen, you know.
Yeah, it is actually, you know. It's like using our minds. We can create the feeling of the love and the hug.
Well, Jeremy was talking about. Were you on the Q&A today?
I was there today, yeah.
Because he was talking about, you know, well, Monique was talking about, you know, encouraging people to form groups, and people have been saying, "Who wants a coffee online Zoom chat sort of thing in the group?" I think we need to do that. More of us need to do that. Absolutely.
And Karen started a writing group.
Yeah, I've joined.
Yeah.
Because I've done creative writing in the past. So yeah, I'm going to try and get that going again. Yeah.
And I saw a message from Sean that Sean would like to start a group in North America. So that's
I saw that.
Yeah,
that's North America. That's nice. There's somebody in England. I'm not sure whereabouts in England they wanted to start a group as well, but I think they're up north. So
yeah, but the thing is that even I mean, it depends. Hello, Kitty. Depending on what time zone they're if it's only 6 hours back, sure, we can join the American one. Like, you know, who's stopping us?
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to stop us, are they?
No, of course not. Yeah, but we have to bear in mind that we got many minutes left.
Yeah, I've got only 2 minutes now. So I'm just going to say to you, thank you so much. And I'm going to actually play some nice music to just finish up. I want to say to you, thank you. And yeah, really, just thanks for immediately saying yes. Thanks for sending me the video. Yes. And yes. Anything else I have forgotten? Have I forgotten anything?
I'm going to say thank you.
Okay. I'm going to ring my bell. Ring my bell.
Yeah. Listen to your music again.
Yeah, and I'm going to finish off by listening to this most beautiful, relaxing
Was it the one you posted? It was beautiful. The one
Probably, yeah. This is one that I listened to.
Beautiful. Yeah, that's good. Oh, I know her. I use it for Reiki.
For the Reiki?
I use it for my Reiki, yeah.
चतुर चाकर वर्ती चतुर चाकर भुगते श्री अम्बा स्वभं सर्वदा जुगते कालं प्रणश्य श्रियालं स्वरूपे सदांग संगे अभंगं विभूते चतुर चाकर वर्ती चतुर चाकर भुगते श्री अम्बा स्वभं सर्वदा सर्व जुगते कालं प्रणासी दयालं स्वरूपे सदांग संगे अभंगं विभूते चतुर चाकर वर्ती चतुर चाकर भुगते श्री अम्बा स्वभं सर्वदा सर्व जुगते कालं प्रणासी दयालं स्वरूपे सदांग संगे अभंगं विभूते चतुर चाकर वर्ती चतुर चाकर भुगते स्वयं स्वभं सर्वदा सर्व जुगते